where you intend to go after high
Miss
school.
Rowe, please ring the office, Miss Rowe.
Or what you intend to do once you get to high school. Because are you excited about the fact that you get to select your own courses?
Yes.
You are. So how many of you know what you want to do? Like after high school? Oh my God, very good. So since it's a small group, well, let's start with you. You didn't really know though, did you?
I want to go to UT and major in psychology.
Is that University of Texas?
Tennessee.
Tennessee. Okay. You want to be a psychologist? Very good. My daughter is interested in that too. And you, sir? You want to do what? You don't know. You haven't decided. What do you like? Do you play sports? You do?
Yes.
What do you play? Soccer. You want to be a professional soccer player? No. Not
Professional Fortnite player.
Okay, what about you? What about you?
Either Stanford or UCLA.
Okay, what are you going to study?
Mechanical engineering.
Very good. You know, where's your clicker?
No, if you tell me, I'll be happy.
Okay, no clicker.
You want me to move it?
Oh, wow. No.
Okay.
Okay. Stanford or UCLA, very good. So that means that you know that you have to take some very tough courses, right? Yeah, and get all A's and take as many AP courses as you possibly can. Very good. What about you?
I'm not really sure, maybe
I can't hear you.
I'm not really sure.
Not sure yet. That's okay.
A therapist.
A therapist.
A movie director or producer.
Oh, do you write now? You do. Very good.
I want to attend the University of Arkansas Commonwealth, and I want to become a nurse or a dietitian.
Okay, very good.
I want to become a lawyer.
A lawyer. What kind of lawyer?
Financial lawyer.
A financial lawyer. What's a financial lawyer?
They help you with your money situations and stuff. They help you sort out your accounts and everything. If you have a problem with money, they help you to balance it out on what you need to spend it on and how much you need to save, put in your bank.
Do you know one of these financial lawyers?
Huh?
Do you know a financial lawyer?
No, my auntie, she's gonna hook me up with one of her friends that's a financial lawyer, and she's gonna teach me some more stuff about it and all this other stuff.
Okay. And you?
I want to be a pediatrician.
A pediatrician. So you like a lot of science and math. Do you like math? Very good. Well, how about this? I'll tell you a little bit about me. So I am not from Arkansas. I've been living here about the last year. I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan. And let's see, when I was in 8th grade, did I know what I wanted to be? Maybe kind of, sort of. I knew that I wanted to go to college. That's for sure. I'm not so sure that I knew exactly what I wanted to do. At some point, I decided I wanted to be a lawyer. At that time, I'm not so sure why. By the time I got to college, I thought that I wanted to be a doctor. So I started off as a pre-med major, so taking biology, which, oh my God, I failed biology the first semester. Yeah, I really failed biology. It was horrible. But I didn't give up. I went back and I took more biology and botany and zoology and all these horrible science courses that stressed me out. And then I joined the pre-med club, and we started, watching people do the, administer needles towards people. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do it. So I thought, no, this is not for me. First of all, I hate the courses. I don't like the blood. I don't like the hospital. I'm going to have to do something else. So I ended up going to a seminar, and it was one of the business professors, and they were giving a seminar on marketing. And I thought, oh my God, this is for me. Why? Because I like to talk. I like to talk. So marketing, I can talk. I don't want to do accounting, those numbers, sitting by myself. I want to talk. I don't want to be an engineer. They're kind of boring. I want to talk. So I decided that I was going to major in marketing. And then I decided I was going to be an entertainment marketing person. I wanted to go into entertainment. And I wanted to be a sports agent. So I had all these dreams and plans. And so I ended up going to New York City, and I became an intern for NBC. And that would change my life forever. Because I went there to do entertainment marketing, and I ended up being the intern in public affairs. Do you know what public affairs is? Yeah, I didn't either. So anyway, but public affairs is kind of like politics, and it's a little bit of politics, it's a little bit of, I guess you could say, sort of community service. So for instance, for a major corporation, public affairs is the area that determines kind of what the corporation gives its money to. So let's say whether it's kids in need of codes, or you want to help the homeless, or just some form of helping. That's what the corporation does. So it was pretty exciting, but it also introduced me, like I said, to the world of politics. I had no idea about politics, had no interest. But after this job, I decided that I didn't want to stay in New York City. It was too expensive. So I went back to Michigan. Anybody know anything about Detroit, about Michigan? Our industry there?
Cars.
There you go, cars. I went back to the auto industry. So I started working for Ford Motor Company. And I started there as a buyer. You know what a buyer is? Can you imagine? Somebody who buys things for the company. So a buyer, or another area, or another name might be called procurement or purchasing. So, for instance, you have buyers for the school districts. Your tables here, your chairs, your boards, your smart boards, everything you have has to be bought. And so somebody has to be responsible for understanding what the needs are, what the market trends are, and to make the determination to make the best selections on behalf of the organization. So that's what I got into. And so that's where I started doing contracts. But again, I had other aspirations. I wanted to be able to teach at the college level. So I decided I would go. Come on in. Come on in.
She's not in this part.
So I decided I wanted to be able to teach at the college level. So to do that, you need to have a master's degree. So after several years of working, I resigned from my position and I went back to graduate school. And then I went to law school. And from that point, I thought, I'm going to work for myself. But I didn't want to be a financial. You know, I'm not sure what a financial lawyer is other than a tax lawyer. But I started off doing criminal work. I found pretty early that's not what I wanted to do either. I found that I kind of wanted to do more psychology. So I really probably should have gone on and finished my PhD in psychology instead of going to law school. But anyway, here's the thing. Here's the best part about my life experience up to this point, is that education has given me so many options. And that's really what this is about. Options, right? Education, knowing that education is not only important to make a quote-unquote good living, but it's about options. I mean, you may start out saying, hey, I want to be a psychologist. Then after you get your bachelor's degree, you decide, you know what, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do something totally different. Well, just because you have your degree in psychology, it doesn't limit you. But the fact that you do have your degree will help you to go on and do whatever else you want to do. So, we were going to move forward on this slide, which really says that your future doesn't have to be a mystery. Okay? So, like, while you don't have to know what you want to do right now, but this is the time to start thinking about it. Because the next 4 years for you all is going to be critical. Very critical. For instance, how many of you all speak a second language? Very good. Now, will the rest of you at least try to learn a second language when you get to high school?
We are now. Most of us in here speak Spanish too.
Okay, very good. And you definitely want to do that. Why?
Because it's going to help you get better jobs and make more money in the type of job you have for translating.
And what else? She said it can help you to get better jobs. She's absolutely correct. But think about it. You all are really in the world of what we call globalization. So now all of you may not choose to work in the United States. And you want to have those options to go wherever in the world you want to go. And certainly being able to speak multiple languages will help you do so, right? So I definitely encourage you to do that. Let me see if I can. Rosalind, you can pause that for a second and